Saskatchewan's done with Ottawa, really, when it comes to the carbon tax. Apparently, Saskatchewan is having a tax revolt, and according to True North News, Isaac Lamoureux, Saskatchewan will no longer send carbon tax funds to Ottawa. The Saskatchewan government has officially refused to send Ottawa federal carbon levy funds from natural gas after promising taxpayers relief. Sask Energy Minister Dustin Duncan said on a video posted to X by Saskatchewan Premier Scott Moe that he was standing in Ottawa, where 40 years ago Pierre Trudeau took a walk in the snow and decided to resign as Prime Minister. Today I took a walk in the rain and made an important decision about the carbon tax. After the cold start that we've had to the week, we're all well aware that it's still winter in Saskatchewan. And Justin Trudeau continues to leave Saskatchewan people out in the cold, said Duncan. Duncan said that the carbon tax has always been unaffordable, and up until the Liberals implemented an exemption on home heating oil, primarily benefiting Atlantic Canada, it has been applied fairly. The exemption gave a cold shoulder to Saskatchewan, said Duncan. When asked what it would take to extend similar affordability relief to families in Western Canada, a Liberal minister suggested that we should elect more Liberals. That's no way to run a country, said Duncan. Saskatchewan's premier posted on X saying that when Trudeau gave a carbon tax exemption on heating oil to Atlantic Canada, he called it relief amid soaring costs of living and the right outcome. When our government does the same, by taking the carbon tax off natural gas for Saskatchewan families, the Trudeau government calls it anarchy. Has there ever been a more divisive federal government? So Saskatchewan has gone out and told the feds, we're not going to be collecting a carbon tax on natural gas because you guys are giving a break on heating oil anyway.
Yeah. Good. Sticking up for Albertans.
Yeah.
Sorry, sticking up for Saskatchewans.
Saskatchewanians?
Hold on.
Sasquatches?
Good. They're sticking up for their province.
Yeah.
As they should be.
For sure, yeah. And this just reminds me, I mean, it wasn't too many episodes ago when I was talking about how it seems like things are headed towards a tax revolt as far as this government goes.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking about how likely people would eventually start feeling that they were getting so ripped off by the government that they weren't too keen to send in their taxes, especially if they know that the money's getting sent overseas just to go pay for foreign projects, right?
Well, and funding all the different, programs and things being implemented by the UN and WEF and, as they work towards their Agenda 2030, right?
Right, exactly.
Against us, right? That's how I would say it.
Yeah, so, I mean, we were talking about the tax revolt on a personal level, which I think to a certain extent is going on. Just from the way people talk around, like from the things that I've heard people say, there's a lot of people that are a little slow on paying their taxes these days. But it's interesting to see that taking a stand, Saskatchewan has legitimately, as a province, just officially said that they are having a tax revolt against the Liberal Party. You're treating Atlantic Canada better than us. Right? And you're saying it's because, well, you're punishing us because we vote conservative.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a big screw you from Saskatchewan directly to the federal government. But when it comes to taxes, it's a big move, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's great because this carbon tax is just WF theft anyways.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it.
Yeah. I mean, does anybody know where this money ends up?
Yeah.
Probably not to help the people of Canada. So good for Saskatchewan. Good for Scott Moe and those people over that way. Sask Energy Minister Dustin Duncan is the guy who decided to take the stand, I guess. So it's a huge hit to Justin Trudeau, who's going through serious scandals this week and last week and the week before. It just never ends for him, but